Hello. Welcome back, my wealthy and healthy people. It is episode 6 of Haven Talks, baby.
Gonna do the moonwalk with it.
No. It's easy. Oh yeah, take it. Oh yeah, Rush, take it. Oh yeah, bring it back. Bring it back. Oh God. So yeah, we are episode 6. I'm so excited. Welcome back, listeners and viewers. We got Raj back in the building.
Woo!
I'm back, guys. I'm back.
Ravan is back, baby.
I'm your host, Chloe Alexandra, and today I also have my co-host,
Ziada.
and obviously
Your boy Raj.
All right. Let's get straight into it. So today, we were wondering what to talk about. So I put the question out there, and then I had a couple people tell me the same thing.
Wait, hold on. Why did you start in the African accent?
Because we're going to talk about. Because we are talking about. The reason why my accent has changed is because the question is about my people.
Oh.
It's an ethnic question.
Okay.
That will relate to us Africans
and
South Asians as well.
All right.
Because I feel like our cultures are different but very similar.
Very similar, yeah.
In many ways. And I feel like this question can relate to all of us.
Okay.
So, we got a dilemma,
I can't
guys.
take you serious.
Because this dilemma was too juicy and hot. So, we had someone message us.
Yeah.
And shout out to her. She wanted us to talk about the struggles of family. More to do with aunties and uncles and how they behave when it comes to like our own personal life and life events and things like that.
Yeah.
And she gave me a dilemma because I was like, okay, what do you want me to talk about? Like, have you been through anything you want us to talk about? And she did. And she sent me a dissertation. And I'm about to read it to you guys now. So my lovely sister said...
Shout out to you, though.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
So basically, this happens to me all the time, every time I post a picture of myself. These witches, called aunties, will literally question me about my outfit if my partner approved me wearing the outfit. And I'll be like, if he doesn't have a problem with what I'm wearing, why should it bother you? And especially when it comes to my hairstyles and my makeup as well. I pay for my hair and I buy my makeup and I do it all myself. So what is with all the questions? Then I remember one auntie after church service, she literally pulled me to the side to question me about when I'm getting married because I have a child for him. And I was like to her, auntie, it's not by force.
It's really not.
And she kept on going and on and on. Then my mum saw her and heard what she was saying and how I was getting pissed off. She came over to her mum went over to her and cussed the auntie out.
Oh, damn right. Why are you talking to my child like that?
And, you know, why is she questioning someone else's child?
Yeah.
When your marriage is a shambles yourself, basically.
Don't.
She felt embarrassed and never questioned me again.
Yeah, don't ever question my child. Who are you?
So, we hear this a lot. Thankfully.
I have a question before we start. Is it auntie that's related to her, or is it just an auntie like from church?
I don't know. But most likely...
I think it'd be the same thing, isn't it?
It's the same thing. We have aunties that are related to us and we have aunties that are not. So we already know as African and South Asian people that everyone's an auntie. That's the title,
Literally.
that's the label out of respect. So I'm not sure in terms of who this person's related.
I think the reason why I asked that question is I wanted to know how to go about answering it.
Okay. So how do I feel about this dilemma? Well, we all know that these aunties are always nosy.
All the time.
And when they are questioning you and asking you about things that has none of their business, it's not to... I feel like it's not to benefit you. I feel it's just for them to have just to go and tell the
next auntie.
Yeah. Did you hear about Jumoke's child? Do you know what she's...
Yeah. Do you know what's funny, The women come to your mom trying to gist. Oh, I've seen your daughter in Lewisham.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thankfully, this has not happened to me.
Yeah.
Thankfully, my family is not like that, so I really praise God for that. But I've had friends and acquaintances that have this type of lifestyle, and trust me, it's difficult. I remember back in the day, I used to roll with one girl. It was my best friend at the time anyway, and we were always in Woolwich. That's South London, that Peckham, Woolwich and everything like that. But we were young, but we were all out during the day, not at night. So I remember when Woolwich, you see the opposite Woolwich Arsenal station, that big bus stop where all the buses are. So we're there. Then my friend is just...
Is it the one across the station?
Yeah, across the road. He said, "Ooh, the live buster." And my friend is ducking and weaving. I said, "What? You know me, I don't like to run. Like, what was going on? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I said, "There's one auntie there." I said, "Okay." but she was smoking some weed.
Okay.
I was like, I kind of got it, but I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And she was just like, no. She sees me, she's going to tell her mum. Now, we're on her way to her mum's house. Before we got there, she's already called the mum and said, I saw your daughter, she was smoking Igbo and I was like, wait.
You know what? I feel like they got like secret cameras.
I'm telling you.
In their
surveillance.
Yeah, they got cameras, innit?
They'll be like, hi.
They really got them walkie-talkie, you know.
How are you, man?
How are you, my child?
How are you, my child?
Why are you not at home today? Is your mother at home?
Do you get it? And I feel like,
why are you outside?
with regarding this situation, I think this is more because there's new age aunties now.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is more to do with the aunties that are like our mum's age, that are in their either, I would say, mid-50s towards 60s years old. And they lived in a different time than us. So right now, well, as a woman, their main concern is whether I have a child or I'm married or things like that.
Yeah.
It's not for them to benefit off it, like to be genuinely happy for me. It's for them to gist.
Yeah.
And they will start to pressure you, like, oh, or they might even go to your own mum and be like, your child is not married yet, why? Things like that. And it all stems down to tradition and culture.
Yeah.
Even though we understand it, I personally don't agree with it because times have changed. We live in very progressive times. So whether I have a child before I get married or be married and then have a child, or you're not paying my bills.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never understood it and I don't want to understand it. I don't even care about it. It's a thing like I've never been in that situation, to be honest, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't fuck with any of my aunties like that. So and like I really don't like, and it's not like I haven't seen them. Like sometimes I would just seen them, like, you know, like, you know, when we go to like mosque and stuff like that, they will see me and they will just ignore me, like you know, baby, like I'm telling you. So I've learned to ignore. Like once I see you can't chat to me, I give you the same treatment like you give me. So if you feel like you're entitled to having a conversation with me regarding my life, you're in no position to do that. Unless you're my mother, my sister, my brothers,
you have no say
my
in
best
what I do.
friend, you have no say in my life
At all.
100%.
At all. For me, again, I don't have direct family members that do that, but because I've had friends that have that type of family members, is indirectly rubbed off on me.
Yeah.
So like, I can't tell you how many times I've met an auntie. This could be their family friend. It could be their mum.
Yeah.
And this is for me. This is only relatable to me and anyone who's plus size. The first thing they do is tell me about a diet plan. Oh, you should have lemon and juice. I hate that dinner. Did I tell you I was obsessed with myself? And now you're looking at them, it's like, and you're looking at your friends like,
Shut the fuck
I don't want
up.
to obviously, I'm not going to disrespect your mum or auntie. You're just looking at them like, oh my, here we go. At this point, at one point in time, it used to offend me.
Yeah.
I used to get really irritated, but now I'm just like,
Do you know what? I went to Manchester for Eid, last Eid.
Yeah.
Remember when I said I'm going for like a family Eid to my auntie's place? The first thing that she said when we got in, she's like, "You're getting a bit of weight." Who the fuck asked you?
Mind you look like a deep freezer. Like, it genuinely pisses me off.
On God. Like, I said, I looked at her, I looked at my mum, I said, I whispered, I said, "Mum, tell your sister."
I do you.
What?
Hold the lip. Hold the lip.
Yeah,
For me, that's the only ridicule I've had throughout my life.
Yeah.
24/7 from people that have no purpose in my life. So when it comes to situations like that, I see retaliating as a tiny bit reckless. It's how you say it. But for me, I know me as Chloe, nothing that's going to come out of my mouth is nice. So I might as well just shut my mouth.
Yeah.
Some people know how to manage their situations a lot better than I do. And I think that's something that I need to learn how to do. But it's frustrating because if I talk to you the way I want to, most likely you're not going to understand where I'm coming from. And you're going to see it as disrespectful.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I feel like it comes under, you know, when people say it takes a village to raise a child.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like for me, like I literally had like a whole conversation with my sister regarding that. I can understand it takes a village to raise a child, but I don't want the village to raise my child because that's when you give the right people to disrespect you, call you names. They feel like they can question you about your husband, the way you wear, the way you do
100%.
this, the way you do this. If you're saying it to benefit me, then I can understand that. But if you're saying it to insult me, insult my parents on top of that, did your parents not raise you well? Why you do? How fucking dare you?
Exactly.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I personally don't agree with the term of like it takes a village to raise a child. At least I had the whole conversation with my sister. I said,
I agree with it. It depends what village you're talking about.
I mean, like, that's
Do you
what
understand? For me, it's like
sorry. I feel like I can understand it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But like, and I feel like African aunties, like, you know, the ones that are not in our generation, when you say it takes a village to raise a child,
automatically
they feel
included.
exactly. They feel like, okay,
We're part of
I'm
it.
gonna raise a child. yeah, community village.
It's mine.
I'm your parent now.
I was like,
Do you get, like, you're not my mom, like, do you get? So yeah, that's yeah.
I think like when it takes a village, you just now. I think new age parents are realizing who is a part of their village and who should take care of their child. And because we were children that were taught to be seen and not heard, it's taken a whole 360. And it's like, because we were raised to be seen and not heard, the adults at the time, including aunties, they felt like they had that dominance over us.
Yeah.
But now that we're growing up and we can see the fucking bullshit, it's like the power struggle. It's like
it's
it's hard. The crowd don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do anymore because now I'm gonna snap back.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, do you know why I'm laughing? Because today, like, at home,
Yeah.
my mom, I think she wanted food or something. She told my brother to go outside, and my brother said no. My mom said, what?
Yeah.
My brother said no.
Yeah.
And I was creasing in my room.
Hard.
He's like, no, mom, I don't want to go outside. She said, oh, if you don't want to give me my money. He said, mom, you're not eating that food I want to eat today. We must cook in the house. I was creasing. He's like, no, mom, I'm not going. My mom said, so you can talk back. Yeah, I can talk back. I'm not going out because I don't feel like going outside.
Yeah.
Why are you sending me outside? If you want to go get food, mom, you can go get food. It's a nice day outside. Take a walk.
For me, it's like the angle I'm at, whether it's aunties or even our parents, it's more like, again, the dominance is kind of taken away. So they kind of don't know what to do in terms of how do I... It's not like not all parents, but it's not like, but you see some like, how do I find another way to control my child? So as they grow, it will start turning into manipulation. That's their way of doing it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's a hard pill to swallow. But if you are a child, adult, whatever age you are, but you're somebody's child, of course. If you're a child and your parent is doing that, so like, for example, like I'm making sure that my mum doesn't turn into those aunties. Oh, God forbid. Here's one stupid story that my mum did.
I cannot control.
I have to because you hear me. I correct my mum in things that she says.
Yeah, me too.
All the time.
All
Like,
the
mum, you
time.
can't say this because you don't know how they're going to feel. I've made my mum understand the situation that she's been in and go and apologise to a child.
That's not my mom.
Because there's no way in heck that they're going to be using for story time. Like I'm using aunties here for story time.
No.
God forbid. It needs to change.
My mom is the hard one. Like, if it's funny how she'll come to be like, oh, this is what this auntie did, this is what this. As a mom, I'm not interested. So she just won't come to me. She'll go to my sister-in-law now. And my sister-in-law's like, why didn't you pay attention when she was telling you the story? Now that she's come to me to say it again.
But do you know what's funny? My mom feels very comfortable talking to me in every situation. Yeah. And I feel like I'm like the evil child in the house in terms of like...
I think we all know that.
Shut up. No, I feel like I'm the evil child. So like when she comes to me with like excitement and she's telling me like bad news or what she said to my sister, feeling like, oh, she was power. I said,
Come
no,
and just shut her down.
yeah,
Take several seats, baby.
yeah, you can't be saying that. You can't be doing that. Like, go and apologize.
Yeah, so me and my sister has a running joke in the house as well. So I'm my mum's baby, and I won't. She loves us the same. She makes that very clear and she shows it to us, but she definitely treats us differently. I'm not even gonna deny it. Yeah. So my mum's very much softer with me, sorry, but she thinks like my sister's the evil one. I'm sorry, I'm the villain. I'm the villain of the story, and I have to admit it to myself.
I
because
swear.
my mum will be shocked, because me and my mum and my sister will be going back and forth. Yeah, I'll be sitting there, but the moment she just tries it to me, you pepper, she's not ready. Because for me, it's not like I go and just start shouting at my mum. I've probably left it for, she's probably been doing something that's irritating me, and I've probably spoken to her. But my sister will never blow up the way I blow up.
No, I blow up.
I blow the roof off.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
That's me.
So, well, am I proud that I'm the villain? No. Do I feel like those behaviours need to change? Yes, but I feel like it helps me I don't disrespect my mum. When I say I blow up, it's not like I'm effing and
There's
blinding
boundaries.
her.
Yeah, no.
But it's just like, I know that if I can do it to mum, I can do it to whoever outside. It helps. It's just a form of standing up for yourself.
100%.
And there's nothing
Having
wrong with
a
that.
heated argument or debate with your mum about a situation that she agrees with and you disagree with, or vice versa, is okay.
It's your mom.
Do you understand? You're allowed to have a place of opinion. And when I have children, there'll be no way in hell that I'm going to raise them on the pretense that you should be seen and not heard. Like little things like, if they can't, mommy, is adult conversation? No, there's time and places for it.
Oh, I used to
but
hate
I want
that.
my child to speak to me.
Speak to me, absolutely. And do you know what? I do that with my niece and nephew. Like, my niece is like 3.
Yeah.
4, sorry. She's turning 5 soon.
Big girl.
A big girl, you know? And my nephew's like 1, turning 2. But I like having like little conversations with them. Like, when she's annoyed, like, I ask her questions. Why are you annoyed? What pissed you off?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let her express herself.
Let her express herself. I like doing that, and I do that with my mum as well.
Heard, you know, they feel like
Yeah, of course. I don't want to be that, evil auntie that like shouting all the time. Why are you here?
Yeah.
And like, she gets scared. She gets into her shell. Like,
Exactly.
she feels like she can't.
I'm not doing them things. But on our Instagram, I had to ask our angels, and I asked them, is there still a bad stigma around African aunties or South Asian aunties, or is it changing? What do you guys think?
It's not changing, no.
You don't think it's changing?
I've not seen any change.
Okay.
No. I feel like
I don't see any change, to be honest.
I think it's still
there.
I think it's still the same. I just feel like because you mentioned before, now we're learning how to take power. It's still there, yeah, not as much as before, but I think it's still there.
I feel like, well, in terms of the relationship I might have with aunties at this age, it's 100% changing. When I was growing up, it was horrible. At this age, me and my direct aunties, relatives, now we are much closer. I never thought I could have this relationship.
Yeah.
Never. And I'm so happy that we do, because
not gonna lie, I'm so happy for her. Like when she said that, I was so excited.
I'm so happy because I never thought it would be a thing, you know? Like my mum, us, there's the 3 of us, is my mum, sister, and me, and we've been through a lot. So the fact that our families now come together, I really do appreciate it. And I feel like you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So yes, there's still a lot of aunties out there that are who they are, but I feel like the newer generation aunties, i.e. maybe us, or maybe people in like their late 30s, 40s, you know, becoming that.
It's awesome.
Yeah. They're gonna, I think in like 10, 15 years, you'll see like a new evaluation. I feel like it's changing, and I feel like their approach should be a lot better. And when I say that, I think it's more like they will state their opinion about you if it's asked. It's not like they'll go and overstep and be like, what are you doing? What is this? Da, 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 da. And I think it's for me, I think it's for aunties that live in the Western world. I don't necessarily believe that it will totally change for aunties back home.
God forbid it will not.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like the reason why I said it's still there, maybe because like I'm not close with my aunties like that, and I don't have like the outside people, because I feel like my mom is more like me. Like I'm very antisocial. I'm very limited to when it comes to friends. So she's not like, oh, I know this person, I know this person, I know this person. So a lot of people, they don't bother me unless it's like my aunties from my mom's side. Oh, yeah. So when I see them, I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, you're bringing nothing in my life. So let's stay there. Yeah.
But to that question, actually no, Rod, you haven't answered. What do you think?
It's still there because the second, like, you know, my dad's cousin, like second cousin and stuff, or let's say my dad's cousin, like their, you know, wives. I think they are the ones, like, you know how you said, late 30s or late 40s, like I think back home they're still the same, and I don't feel like there'll be any change, because I can see them asking me questions. I can see them, oh, when are you getting married? Your brother got married like 5 years ago. Why you not married yet? Oh, do you care?
Oh my God, like
get your son married, who is older than my brother.
I said, who are you talking to?
We'll talk about that in a second. But our angels replied.
Okay.
Someone said it's alive and breathing.
Very much.
Another person said still very much there.
It's
Lol.
there. It's there.
Very.
Another person said, the world will end before an African auntie change. Omo, I'm scared we are going to be aunties soon.
I'm definitely going to be a good
I'm
uncle.
an auntie already, guys. I'm not going to lie. But...
And last person said, the witches are not changing.
witches are wizards.
Why you guys keep calling them witches are wizards?
Witches are wizards.
Oh my God.
They're not changing, mate.
Yeah. But we're talking about aunties. But how about uncles?
Oh, they're the same.
Like I said, when it comes to aunties and uncles, I don't care because I'm not a
But
fan
have
of...
you seen anyone? Okay, since you don't have any direct experience, which is good.
No, I don't. I just don't care because I just put them in their places because I don't like them. But yeah,
For me, I haven't had any nosy uncles. My uncles are perfect. I can't. My blood uncles, I have nothing bad to say personally. Yeah. But again, I have been in situations where I've seen other people's uncles just move mad.
Yeah.
And what I have been seeing at the end of the day is really awkward. Like, for me, what I have seen, unfortunately, is a lot of uncles being... And when I say uncles, it's not necessarily the blood uncles, like your mum's friend.
oh
Yeah.
Or your dad's friend or something like that. Those type of uncles. They just be like sexual. As soon as you go breast and yash. Yeah.
Really?
I've seen it a lot.
And do you know what? They size you with their eyes.
Yeah, it's really
when you
uncomfortable.
when you come in the house or when they come in the house, they just look you up and down.
And they'll be looking at you, and because obviously their father is dead, so they can't do too much.
They can't do too much.
Big girl.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
You have grown.
You're grown. Mind you, at my house last week. You're grown.
You're grown. No, look at you, now, big girl.
Mind you, they're doing big girl.
Yeah.
You get breast. You get sense.
Yeah, big girl now. You're grown, no.
Literally,
you're grown, my child.
Not all. I'm talking about like the external family, friends, uncles. Yeah. Not all of them are like that, but I have been in a situation where I've seen it time and time again, and because a lot of my friends, their parents are very one way, like tunnel vision. There was never a space to talk about these situations. So, and then this comes down to SA. SA can be in different categories. Doesn't mean it have to be physically like sexual assault. It could be like verbally and all that, making you uncomfortable when you enter the ring, things like that. And it makes them uncomfortable to tell their mum or their dad because one, they think their dads are not going to bleed them, which 9 out of 10 times, sometimes that actually happens. You know, or they don't want to talk about it because sex or that type of thing is a taboo, but you don't talk about it.
They're just going to say, they're just joking.
It's not even that. I just
well, you know how they are. That's how they are back home. Yeah. Like,
I feel like it comes under, like, you know, how African parents are not really comfortable having sexual conversations with their kids. Yeah. So, like, we don't really feel comfortable telling them
about this.
Yeah, such things happen.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's just African. I think it's Indian as well. Like,
yeah.
South Asian as well. Like, you know, our parents, I don't think I can openly have a conversation, you know, with my parents regarding like anything like that. Oh, yeah, uncle has walked in or an auntie has walked in and, you know, done this and done that. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
So have you guys ever been able to sit down and talk to your parents?
I have, yeah, most definitely. And
no?
I have, because I feel like I'm growing. Like, mate, I'm looking for a husband. And you need to have this conversation with me. By fire, by force.
Today, me and my mum were talking about cheating, and she told me, well, she's a married and happy woman now. But when she was in her early 20s, she told me that she cheated on her boyfriend. I'm like, I said, so yeah,
is that you,
and we were talking about cheating, and she was just like, at that time, even when I did it, she was like, I don't understand how people can be cheaters and stomach it and look at someone in the eye. She's like, as soon as I did that, I told you. She said I couldn't do it in my chest.
She could not lie.
She was honest,
she couldn't do it.
She's proper panicking every time she enters the room.
I didn't dare yet. She said that the connection wasn't there with that person that she was with, and she thought it was the best thing to do at the time, which obviously I don't. She doesn't agree now.
Yeah.
But she was just like, in terms of whether she liked the person or not, like the disrespect that she felt, like the guilt that she felt, and she was just wondering. We're just talking about how do people do that willingly and be looking in your eyes, eating your rice and stew, big beef, everything.
He comes every night.
Hey, babe, long day at work. Woo! Do you get it? It's like
I just lie down in my bed.
Exactly. And going back to me being able to talk to my parents, thank God, because I think for me it's a bit easier than most because my mum was born here. She went to like primary school in Nigeria, and then she came back. She went to private school in the UK from 13, and she's been here ever since. I think she went to Nigeria for 2 years between the ages of 20 and 22. Then she came back. My mum's nearly 60. She's been here ever since. But she's Nigerian, don't get me wrong. And her siblings, mum, dad. So I have the best of both worlds, and she's very understanding and more transparent. And I feel like if ethnic parents can be that much more transparent, it doesn't mean that because you're open and you can talk to your child that they're disrespecting you, or you know, don't you want to know what your child is doing? Like I remember, cause my mum was like, at the end of the day, you can tell me one thing, but you can lie to me, and I don't want you to lie to me. So I remember when I was about 14 years old, she gave me and my sister a promise ring. And the promise ring, the purpose of it was, when you lose your virginity, take it off and give it to me. That's what she said.
I like that.
Take it off and give it to me. So she wanted to make it
that.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I just did it, and, she found out, and she's angry. She was just like, I don't want you to do it now.
Yeah, but when
But if you just take it off, and then we'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a nurse. She's helped, she's a midwife at trade. She's given birth to 13-year-olds. She doesn't want the same thing happen to her child, you get it? Mm-hmm. So she made a space, like, I can talk from young, I can talk to my mum about anything, and I'm grateful. So when I hear, like, my friends or my peers, they're not able to do that, it really hurts. Because it's like, you say that you're close with your mum or your dad, but are you really close to them? Do you know what that means?
Mate, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna say it now. I just feel like I feel like once I entered uni, I think before that, like when I was in college, like I used to like force conversations with my mum. Like, you must have certain conversations with me, even if you don't want to. I'm sitting here and I'm gonna have that conversation with you. I don't care how you react. I don't care how you take it. I said my piece. If you don't want to talk, I'm out. Like, do you know what I mean? So now she's more comfortable telling me stuff. She's more comfortable having conversations with me about sex, about my life. Now she's asking me for a husband and boyfriend. I said, you need to calm down, man. You need to calm down. Yeah, like, we do have conversations. I just had to force that.
I feel like sometimes distance make the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, when I went to uni, she used to come here, and I used to ignore her all the time. Yeah.
How about you, Raj? Do you feel like, obviously your mum and dad's here, and how did you feel about your relationship with your parents from maybe your child to now? Has it changed? Were you close to one parent before or not close to them now? Like,
I've always been close to my dad, which is really funny because, they say boys are the mama's boys kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
you're the baby.
I've never been, I love my mom, like, I love her.
Yeah.
But it's just like always, like every time I have a problem, I'll go to my dad. So even if I do want to talk about, anything like this, any serious topic like this, I think I'll go to my dad than my mom, because my mom, she will just react in such like a dramatic way. She'll be like, what? When? Why? Who? That's her. But I think slowly, things are changing, and I can see like a changing them. So I feel like it's definitely, improving. So I think we'll get there. We'll get there,
Yeah.
That's good. But like, how about, forget the aunties and uncles, it's about like the whole family now. This is like your direct family, maybe people who are close associates with your family and stuff like that. And we all live in the UK, but obviously we all come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And our traditions and our practices and our culture is very different to the UK. So, as we can all relate, in major events in our life, like marriage, graduation, maybe the first job or the type of job you're doing, is very important. And a lot of the time, family meetings are called and things like that. So is there things about your culture that you like or don't like compared to the Western culture? And is there anything in the Western culture that you like or don't like and wish that the Western culture incorporated into their culture? Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes
sense.
perfect sense.
Sounds like your topic.
Yeah. You sat up straight.
Because like, guys, when I tell you, my family, like my granddad has about 6 brothers. So imagine their kids and then their kids,
Huge
and you know
family.
what? It's a huge family. So there's one thing that happened, and I feel like it wasn't a thing before, or maybe it's always been a thing, but we've never noticed it. But now it's like, it's irritating us. You know what I mean? Like, don't do it. It's like when my brother was getting married, we were all here, and the wedding was, taking place in India. So everyone decided to like gather. They, pick the invitation cards, the caterers. This is like the extended family, not us.
Oh, wow.
So my brother was never asked what clothes you're gonna wear. My brother was never asked like, how you wanna, do your entrance. Like he was literally, what caterers, what do you want, what food do you want at your wedding? Nothing.
Well, like, what if he was allergic?
It doesn't matter.
What if he couldn't eat it?
You eat.
Wow.
But that's literally what it is. And plus, it's funny how, like, my granddad has this, like, 6 brothers. So one brother is into photography. The other one is into catering.
You had one person for each category in the wedding. Photographer, food person, decorator.
Actually, fuck that.
No.
I don't like that.
No disrespect to your culture, but fuck that.
I don't think it's...
Disrespect to his God. My thing is, do you know, I think all of us have that element. And, well, for me, culture, okay, my family's just not like that. But I know that our culture can be that way. Yeah. And that is something that I absolutely despise. I already told my mum, when it's time for my wedding, I don't understand where the whole country, they weren't there when you were raising me. My wedding's going to be small for the people I love. I think maximum 200 people.
Oh,
Intimate.
100 people each side in a nice garden, in a like it's in the back of a mansion.
Yeah.
I'm not paying to feed all these gremlins that I don't know. Do you get it? I'm not doing all of that. I don't want all these high priests from one church and then this mama for this church come in, and I don't know these people. And I don't know, I think culturally that aspect I despise, but there's something about our cultures that I wish was incorporated a bit more in the Western culture. Now, you guys in the comments can tell me if I'm wrong, but from what I've experienced and seen is that like little things, like your household, right? So we're in the UK, we're all living at home, and our parents don't give a shit how long we stay at home, ethnically. Our parents don't give a damn. As long as you're happy, you're safe. When you're married, you go to your husband's house. I know in Asian culture, I think you go back to your husband's house, and then when you are comfortable, you move out to your own house. In the UK, okay, I've spoken to other Asian people, and they've told me, like, I have one guy that I work with. The wife came back to his house, his family house. They lived in his family house for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah. And then they move out.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
so do you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you move out when you're comfortable. They want you to be sturdy, on your feet, and ready to leave the nest when you are ready. But a lot of the time, when I see like Western people, whoever's their family's born and bred here, the culture is a lot of the times, like, even if they're 16 and they started one private job, give me £50 for rent.
Oh,
Why?
yes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Why? It's not about giving them responsibility. They're children. Let them be children.
Yeah.
When they go to uni or deal with it, that's when they can learn how to be an adult. There's time. Let them be kids. Yeah. Like, I see that a lot. Oh, my mom kicks me out. I'm outside. I'm like, there's many reasons
15,
for it.
16.
Yeah, there's many reasons for it, but they're more inclined to push their child out a lot sooner.
But that's not it's not nice, you know what I mean?
It's not.
It's not in an African household. Even if you're 30,
you can stay there. You can stay there.
Actually.
You can stay there.
Because more time. Because a lot of our parents who are settled down here, they make sure that if they're going to live in the UK, they're going to be situated. And a lot of the time, they've either bought their house and everything 20, 30 years ago. That house is paid off. That house is free.
Yeah.
Sit in your mother's house.
Sit in your mother's house until you're ready.
Until you're ready. I'm not going to let you go out to pay rent in someone else's house. To be accumulating bills for what? So you'll be paying a flat bill somewhere else, and you can't even save for your own house because it's London. It's fucking expensive. Now everyone had their reasons as to why them. If they're able to leave home, then fine, that they're comfortable. But I've just seen a lot of the time, like Western culture, they either push their child away or they make them take responsibilities in the household earlier. Yes, it depends on their type of household, money, things like that. But let's just talk about in the perfect household where they're decent, mum and dad is all right, they're covering the bills. Why are they contributing? I don't get it.
I don't get that.
I don't get it.
One way or another, I can understand in a certain way. Like, so for example, I had this conversation with somebody and then we're talking about how we want to raise our kids. And then he was like, oh, I want my kids to like be comfortable. Like, obviously I'm going to provide for them. Like when they're in uni and stuff like that, they don't have to like anything. I said, for me, once my child goes to university, you must learn how to be independent by force.
I'm there.
Yeah,
if shit is the fan, call me. But don't be like, mommy, I need 200 say, no, where's the job that I sent you to work there? We've already been applying for a job. We went to 3 interviews. You got the job. Why is that money? And you shouldn't be having bills because you can't pay for your. The only thing I should be seeing from you is phone bill.
It's phone bill.
So if you're getting £600 a month, why can't you pay your £30
if
phone bill?
If they paid you late, mommy, they didn't pay me. I can't give you.
But I think that's what I feel like university, or even if you don't go to university, as soon as you turn about 20, 19, 20, that's when I will help you be an adult.
Yeah.
I'm not going to leave you to your own devices.
100%.
I want you to try to be independent as much as you can. But
mommy and daddy's going to be here.
Mommy and daddy's going to be in the background. But I want you to be independent. You're not there to party. You can party. Come on.
I party my ass off.
Party my ass off. You can
but just make sure that there's cup and gown at the end. I don't care how you do it. Just make sure I'm working.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you're working. Learn how to be independent because it's an experience.
100%.
Go and enjoy it. Like
me and my mum were talking about this the other day, and she was talking about university and everything. Cause I didn't want to go to university. I wanted to do an apprenticeship.
Me too.
And she, at the time, obviously, my mum's an older woman. that they didn't get it. And back then, I didn't even understand the difference properly between apprenticeship and university. And people used to talk about BTECs as if like you're the most dumbest person in the class when it is equivalent to fucking A-levels. And but I knew I didn't want to go. But obviously, tradition, pressure, social pressure, I had to go. And I said, Mum, the only thing I'm grateful for uni is the experience that it gave me.
Yeah.
I'm going the degree ain't doing shit for me. But it's the experience, and I don't think I would have had that experience if I stayed at home.
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah. Just packed up my bag and left.
Yeah. No chance. My mum was there through every step of the way.
Yeah.
When I needed her, she will help come through every single time. But I definitely learned how to be on my own because little things like my house was always equipped. I go there and I said, shit, no one stocked up the dishwasher. So how do I do that? do you get it?
Yeah.
Like you have to be self-sufficient and everything. Like it's really, really hard. And I think another thing that I do love from our cultures that I wish is implemented, we see a bit more, because statistically it's evident that Africans and Asians are more higher educated than the average UK person. It says it in the national statistics.
That's a fact.
And education doesn't mean that you're going to be successful. Education doesn't mean that you're better than anybody
At all.
But if your child wants to do a certain thing, like be a doctor and everything, push them. Help them. And I feel like in the ethnic culture, some parents are a bit too forceful, it's a bit too much pressure.
Yeah.
Right now, in my house, like everyone's degrees lined up, so you'll be comparing, who's next, who's that. I feel like the balance is that the UK people in the Western world are more like, do what you want, live your dreams. But us ethnic people is more like, go to school, go to school, go to school. So it's going head to head.
You're going to school, but they'll even tell you what to do in school.
It's going head for me. Like for me, when I have kids, my kids have to go up to college stage.
Yeah.
If they want to go to uni straight away, I'm all here for it. If they said, Mum, give me a chance, let me see what I can do, fine. I give you 2 years to show me what you can do.
Show me what you can do.
Yeah.
2 years, you can show me what you can do, and then if you, God forbid, you'll succeed. If you fail, then we'll talk and we'll see what we can do next.
I think we, like, growing up, me and my brother, we always had the pressure from, like, our extended family, because we're the first family, like my dad and us, we're the first people that's come abroad. So, like, the pressure was on us, like, you have to, make sure you do good, make sure, whenever you come back, you bring things for us, get the degrees. Now that you have this opportunity, get good degrees. So my brother got into IT. I feel like he never wanted to do it, but I think he just did it because, of the aunties in the society. I did business because, like, you guys know how much I wanted to get into acting, but I did it because Dad was like, you need to do it. My mom told this day, she's always like, when are you going to start doing 9 to 5? And do you know what they call it? Collar job. That's what they say.
Collar job. When are you going to do the collar job?
They're like, when are you going to do the collar job? Like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Is shit, man.
Like, it's so pressure. Like, if you're in Indian household, doctor, engineer, you need to be something, a big degree.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, then people from back home going to start look down, like, they're going to start be like, oh yeah, you went all the way there and did nothing.
I think for me, my mom doesn't pressure me as much. She's always supportive in anything I do, thank God. But subconsciously, I always feel pressured because I come from a very successful family. It's draining at times. So you're thinking, even though they're not pressuring me either, it's just like, what if I become the bum of the family? Do you get it?
It's like looking at all of them.
Yeah. My
successful.
family is full of successful business owners, successful project management, program managers, change managers, doctors, nurses, look like back to back without a fail. Even my sister consulting, like it's a lot. And I'm just there like, look, no, what is happening with you, man? Like, it's a lot of pressure. And when it comes to more ethnic backgrounds, a lot of the time we're very educated. A lot of the time we're in very high position, and even though that's what we're striving for and that's the inspiration for us, as I said, for me, I feel extremely pressured to succeed. I naturally have that in me. I already told myself, whatever I do, I will not be broken this life. I'll be absolutely comfortable.
I think I'm more like you, like Chloe, like with my aunties and uncles, even though I don't fuck with them, they're very successful people. I feel like I just feel the pressure within myself. Like it's just me like pressuring
What
myself.
am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
As you
Like,
get older, I'm 25 now.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. When am I gonna buy a house? Oh shit. I need to be debt free.
Yeah.
Oh crap. My credit needs to go up.
Yeah.
Oh, I already got that natural societal pressure of having all these things before 30.
Yeah.
But it's good because your family don't. I mean, you guys don't have that family
You can't
pressure.
pressure
For
me. Don't have right to pressure me.
For me, like me and my brother, we have it. You know,
Really?
we go through
How
every
about
day.
how about directly in your own household? Forget the auntie. Do you have that pressure at home, or is it just external?
My dad is pretty chilled, but like, you know, once in a while he'll be like, okay, yeah, so what's happening with the house situation? That's what he'll say to my brother.
House? Oh, to your older brother.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
what's happening? Because my brother's like, you know, planning on getting this house. It's like, what's happening with the house situation? And he'll bring it up now and then. My brother's like, it's happening. You know, it's happening. Like, give me time. But he just wants to, like, you know. So I think within our house, it's not that pressure. But my parents we are not the one that feel pressure. I think it's my parents that feel pressure by the society.
That's how my mom felt.
Yeah, you know, they
why she
have
pushed me
to.
to go to
Yeah, I
uni.
feel like they hear things outside and they bring it, you know, in house, and they tell us, oh yeah, you have to do this. Why? Because this auntie said. You have to do IT. Why? Because his uncle is doing IT and he's doing really well.
So
You have
what?
to- I don't like that.
I don't understand. Like you guys are here. Like your society you're talking about is back home. Like
There are people here there are aunties here that still talks and yeah.
Okay.
So
Do you feel? Obviously, all of us have siblings. Do you ever feel compared to your siblings in a way?
no.
Do you know what? Me and my little brother, I love that guy, man.
Yeah,
We're
your
heads
bro.
to heads, innit?
Yeah.
We're heads to heads. Yeah.
Never.
But do you feel compared? Has anyone
I
compared
don't-
you to your brother? That's what I'm asking.
No.
I think in terms of like wedding or when are you getting married, because look at your brother, he's got married. I think that's the only, you know, time when I get compared. Otherwise, no.
I always felt compared to my sister.
But
Really?
is it like your
Always.
mom comparing you, or you like?
My
feel-
mum never compared us. My mum never made her feel indifferent. I would definitely feel whilst growing up, 100%. It stems down to fat phobia. It stems down to colorism. It stems down to our dads. Me and my sister have 2 different dads, and what they've done and what they haven't done. In their eyes, I mean, at the time, they can correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I felt, the way they made me feel, the scenarios that I've been in, they made me feel inferior to my sister. This fat phobic stuff all the time. When I was growing up, oh, you lost weight, oh, you gained weight, oh, you look like, I can see that, thank you very much. Or you're dark, you're too dark. I remember one time, my grandma, she asked me, she always loves tea, like English breakfast tea with rich tea biscuits. So I was giving it to her, and my cousin was in the room, and she was younger than me and very petite, like skinny. She was small as well. And she was like, oh, she said my Nigerian name, oh, Chloe, do you do sports? And she everyone, if you're African, you know what this means. It means like, look at this one. Like, he's like shunning you.
Do it again.
Like, look at that.
Oh.
Look at you. So, Chloe, do you do sport? And then she looked at my cousin. If I nearly spilled that water, that tea on her head there. But it's like, again and again, I've had many situations. That's only one of many situations that I felt inferior to my sister, because it came to a point that every time I went to a family gathering, I was just quiet in the corner because I didn't want anyone attacking me. You guys know me. I'm not quiet.
Yeah.
This is the only environment when I don't talk. My sister's always the vibrant one in the room, just being herself. And my mum hated it when I used to like go into myself, because growing up, no one ever made me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So as a child that was seen undesirable to the Nigerian eye, it was very, very difficult for me. And my mum defended me. Do I feel like enough? No. I'm going to put it out there.
No.
Not enough, because clearly I still feel this way. It was always, oh, don't worry, I talked to them, but I never saw a change. So I never knew if she talked to them or not.
Yeah.
And now they know not to try with me now, because I open my mouth. I don't really care. I don't really care. And obviously, I think I don't think they know that they've done that either.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't think that they know they've done that, because now we're closer than ever, and I've just never had a conversation about it either.
But you know what, Chloe? I
Yeah.
think they do know that they've done that.
You think?
They do. They say it on purpose. They do it on purpose. And no way I'm gonna fat shame you and not know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know what
they're
you're
grown
saying.
adults. They know what they're saying, and we just never spoke. It's just something that we've never spoken about. And I feel like if they ever questioned me, or I feel like the only time that we'll be able to have a conversation if someone made a mistake of making a comment again, and that's when I'll call a family meeting, because
Yeah. Hello.
we have younger ones coming up,
Yeah.
and I don't want anyone feeling the same way I felt growing up.
100%.
And that's when I asked you. That's why I asked you, do you feel compelled compared to your sibling? Because my sister was always skinnier than me. She was always fairer than me. And in society, these are seen as more desirable traits to have. Obviously, now I don't give a shit. My mum never made me feel that way. My sister never made me feel that way. But at the end of the day, these things did happen to me.
But do you know what? Like, I'll say, I'll answer this question for my sister. I think my sister always felt like my mom always like compare me to her. I'm not gonna lie, I am my mom's favorite child. Even no, like even my siblings know it. Like even though I'm like the hot-headed, yeah, I'm like, so my mom always compare us, or Ziad is this, why you not like that, she talks like this, why can't you talk like that, or she looks like this, you look a bit fat, like do you know, like it wasn't even from like the outside people, it's like within our household, which like, but now it's like my sister's like, fuck that.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I think because I have a really close relationship with my sisters, so and I always tell my mom how it is. Like if you're wrong, you're wrong. I'll be like, you can't speak to your child like that. Like, do you get it? So, and I always put that confidence into my sister. Yeah. So it's like now she's like, I don't give a shit. Whatever you say goes in and out.
I don't know. I feel like that is something that a lot of, I don't think it's an ethnic thing. I think it's Western and
it's just
being compared to a sibling. So I got a hair in my eye.
Being
compared to a sibling, being you know, ridiculed for the way you look, and because we live in more progressive times, I feel like within the next 10, 15 years, that type of abuse, because I see it as abuse, that type of abuse would definitely die down.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I think it will.
I think it will. Because we're going to be older.
We're taking over, baby.
We're going to be older. We're taking over those spaces.
Yeah.
But there are still people out there who think like that older generation.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there isn't people out there. I'm saying that, of course, I'm saying that I think it will reduce.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I think it will reduce a lot. So, yeah. It's hard out here. It's hard out here. And going back to the original dilemma, I think what she should do is cut the auntie off.
100%.
And going forward, if any other auntie comes at her again, she needs to put them in their place.
But do you know what I like about the scenario? I like that your mom stepped in and defended you. Like I really appreciate that, because like a lot of like most of like African parents, they take in what the outsiders say, so they'll come when you come home. Where have you been? Did you do this? Did you go this way? Did you go this way? You're grounded. Yeah. You're not going out. Take your phone. Like I like how your mom like stood up for you. Like she obviously like.
You're a kid and she did what she was supposed to. There's not many parents defend their child.
Yeah, they don't.
I want to quickly touch on something that I don't know if you guys have seen before, but I have seen it in multiple African households. Like, and I see this as a very selfish trait. Okay. I've gone into many African households, and you go into a family home, you'll see loads of like pictures, right? And those pictures you expect their kids, family pictures, moments in their life. I've gone into people's houses, and it's just pictures of their mum in different gillies in different parties.
Not gonna lie, we don't have none of that in my
house. I hate that thing there. I hate it. I've seen it, and I'm just like, how do you have 4 kids and there's not one picture of your kid? No school picture, no group picture, no nothing. Just pictures of yourself in a different gilly for other people's wedding, but not your children's wedding.
Do you know what? Chloe's house here, when you enter the door, like on the stairs, so like literally like a picture of her and Rachel, so fucking cute. Yeah. And then when you go like upstairs here, a picture of her and her mom and shit. Yeah. And it's so fucking.
They also have the graduation ones as well.
It's so cute.
And I just feel like that's how a family home should look like. Yeah. I have seen it time and time again. I'm just seeing their mom, because you know, like, we take pride in our outfits, our girlies, our shirt, everything that we're wearing to weddings. But it's just like you're here taking pictures at weddings that it's not even your child's wedding. You don't even know who this person is.
Yeah.
But it's just you up the staircase. And I feel like when I enter a household like that, I automatically start feeling uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah. I also, because I know that once I meet your mom, she's done. When I see shit like that, okay, this is an auntie house, like, red flags for me.
Okay.
Enter your house, I see pictures of only you.
Yeah.
Enter your house, you say, oh, just whisper, just go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
My mom doesn't like. Why is it? Why? I feel like it's not like we're kids.
Yeah.
And you're big age. You're not allowed to bring people to your house. You know, if your mum knows you, you should be responsible. She shouldn't be too bothered of who comes in and out of a house.
Do you know what? Personally, I don't see it like that, Chloe, because I don't bring people to my house. You need to be worthy of me.
No,
I can't just
obviously,
bring any.
but that's what I said.
Okay.
Your mum should know that the people that you bring to your house, they're responsible and respectful.
Yeah.
More time, that means it's your best friend, your cousin, your best mate. It's not anybody. Your house is not the chilling spot.
Yeah.
And that's how we're brought up on. So when to sit here, my mum does. What's all this for? As I know that your mum's gonna come down and say, "How are you?" I don't. When I enter houses like that, I'm like,
come to my bedroom,
hello, auntie.
Jared. Let's go.
You know, or you feel comfortable. You feel uncomfortable, like going to the toilet. I don't like households like that.
No.
Yes, it's your household, and you can treat it the way you want. And I'm not here to stay. I'm not a regular guest.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your daughter or your son has texted you saying, "Mum, I'm bringing my friend home."
Of course.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Mum, this person's coming today. Even though my mum sees Ziyad every other day.
Yeah.
Mum Z's coming today. Okay.
I love coming to your guys' house. I love it. Your family is so chill. Like your mum's so
chilled. And I'm not expecting. Listen,
care.
I understand there's boundaries and everything
Yeah.
like that. But if you're in a private situation that your child is responsible and you actually know the person that's coming to your house, why are you so stuck up? Don't like it.
I've never experienced that, if I'm honest.
I have.
But
Yeah. I have.
I can imagine.
I'm not gonna lie, because I don't really go to people's houses like that. So
No. Listen, I've stopped doing that.
yeah.
But yeah, I've definitely seen a few.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. Definitely uncomfortable. And it's just really uncomfortable.
Okay.
But circling back to the main topics of today, it was mainly discussing factors around the stigma with our cultures and the Western world, like comparing the two, understanding the differences and what we want more of our culture in the Western world, vice versa to our own world, and how we had to learn how to like assimilate into this culture, because it's not easy coming from your home country to here and expecting to understand the land's culture, or things like little things like how to say hello properly and things like that. There's a lot of things that our people do like that I can't stand.
Yeah.
Like they'll be shouting on the phone.
Do you know?
The person is not going to hear you any.
Yeah, like, do you know what?
Like they're screaming on the phone, and it's just like, oh, why is it always my uncle that's doing the screaming match on the bus?
Do you know what? Like, I can understand that, because like my knees are like mixed. They're like Irish, Jamaican, and Rwandese, Uganda, confused.
Yeah.
But like I can understand that. So imagine me shouting at Asia. Like, do you know what? Yeah, my niece told me about myself, Yeah. She's only 4.
Yeah.
So, like, if I shout at her, she'll be like, Auntie, why are you shouting at me?
Oh,
yeah.
Like, what? She's like, talk to me, don't shout at me.
Oh, dear.
So, like,
Love that.
She'll be like,
and people are thrown back.
Yeah.
If your niece did that to an auntie, they'll see her
like,
disrespectful.
yeah.
Go and take your child from me.
Why is your child talking to me like that?
I've entered her house
Yeah.
and I might just be talking to her, Z, and I'm walking into her house. Auntie Chloe, I'm like, yeah, babe, can you take off your shoes? I'm like,
yeah, she's
okay, aunt, okay.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
She puts me in my place, or I'll be at the table talking to her auntie. But Auntie Chloe, I'm talking to you.
yeah.
I'm here, like, you need to talk to me. And it's not her being rude, she's just stating the fact.
Yeah.
You're not allowed shoes in the house.
Yeah.
And we're all sitting at the table, why can't you speak to me either?
She'll be like, Auntie Chloe, I'm talking to you, look at me. Like,
That's so cute, though.
Yeah, like.
And she knows me, I like talking to her, so we'll be just in.
So
Yeah,
I
you
feel
guys
like
are always just
I'm
always
learning how to be aunties. Like, she's teaching me, like, I can't shout. So, like,
That's why I
Yeah.
feel like with all these techniques like gentle parenting, how to talk to a child, how to listen to a child, it helps a child develop.
Yeah.
It helps a child have confidence. It helps a child to be in situations where they know how to deal with things. When I was in primary school, it was hard to defend myself in certain situations because I was always told to be seen but not heard.
Yeah.
So what's defending myself? I don't know how to do that because in my house, the hierarchy is my mum. Then if I chat shit, me and my sister didn't like each other. Then so if I dare chat shit to my sister, I'm like, wham! On my nose. Yeah. So imagine going to a school as a youngster, then is year 6s or year 8s or and you're not gonna say shit
Yeah, I
either.
can
You're
say
prone
shit.
to bullying.
Yeah.
You're either gonna be bullied or you're going to like do the opposite.
I could just imagine Imagine Rachel saying,
Don't even try that. People did not like it. Don't even try that nonsense. But now we're best of friends. But it's just like there's a lot of things, and I feel like there's even topics that we haven't touched on that needs to be discussed.
I feel like this topic is just
It's
like,
so broad, it's so wide.
As much as we say aunties and uncles, it's just.
Because the thing is, aunties and uncles have their nose stuck up in all businesses. You know what I mean?
Everyone's business.
Everyone's
business. And I think the moral of the story is that it's okay to have an opinion about something. And if you genuinely care about somebody's well-being, I don't mind you coming to me and be like, look, I have seen this. Like a friend. Like my friend will do that.
Yeah.
I've seen this. What's going on? Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Then even if they don't agree with my opinion, and then I'll allow them to have time to be comfortable to speak to me.
Yeah.
Because if my nieces and nephew, when I do have them in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I'm gonna be in their business, but I'm gonna be as a respectful auntie.
Yeah.
Because all I care is their well-being, and that's it. So I feel like if the auntie is being legit, I feel like they don't know how to talk, and I think that's what is being learnt now. So again, my niece and nephew, I am going to talk to you about things I don't like that I'm seeing, but they will know that it's coming from a genuine place.
100%.
Absolutely.
So, unfortunately, the stigma of aunties are still around. Hopefully, as we progress, as we become woke, we can be better. It will change. And being parents, we're all going to be parents one day. Being parents, we'll see how this way of parenting will change the outcome of our children. Being more open, being transparent, being able to speak to your child about things that were taboo for you as a child when you were their age, that you're being open to. Does it change the way things go? Does it reduce them having maybe sex too early? Does it reduce them, is the floor open to talk about drugs and stuff for them not to take? Like these are things, because a lot of people fall into different addictions, whatever it is, whether it's sex, whatever, drinking, drugs. It's because sometimes they don't have anyone to talk to.
Yeah, 100%.
They know it's wrong, but there's no one for them to talk to at home, and the best support system for anybody is their family.
It's really important. Like,
really important.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So I always relate this stuff to like my niece and nephew, because like as much as she spends a lot of time with her parents, like when she comes to me, I ask her questions.
How was school?
How
How are you? How was your week? What did you do?
Yeah, what did you do? What did you eat? How was mommy? How was daddy? What did they say? Like over the weekend, what did you do? No, I'm very nosy, but I want to know what she's up to. I want to know what she's doing, and she will answer me. She will tell me, Auntie, I'm not happy about this. She's very vocal. She can express herself. Yeah, which I really like, and I feel like she's teaching me in the way how to. Like when I have like my own kids, then I know how to speak to my kids. Yeah, like, do you get
exactly? So, if you're going through the situation, the person who sent the dilemma, so sorry, but all I say is be confident, stand up for yourself, and stop it, nip it in the bud now, and don't let it happen again. If that's the approach your aunties are doing.
Yeah, and just remember, like, your husband appreciate you the way you are. He loves you, how you dress, how you don't. If you're underdress, overdress, whatever.
And your mom as well.
And your mom's got your back 100%.
Listen,
so
me and my mum were talking today, and we said, if someone's not happy with what you're doing, you're not doing something right. Haters can be your family members as well. Yeah. Do you understand? Listen, you can be skinny, they're angry. You can be fat, they're angry. You can be normal, they're angry.
Always have something to say.
You can be dead, they will say, that dead body smells. They will say something all the time. So don't let anything generally get you down. Yeah. If you care about people's opinions, care about the ones that you cherish. Not these people that have no input in your life. Yeah. Not put one penny, not contribution to your life.
I forget about these people, Joe.
I beg. Anyway, let's conclude this episode by saying thank you guys for joining me again. I really did enjoy this conversation. I felt like it was needed. Yeah. I know we're always laughing and bantering, but sometimes we want to go deep, deep and talk. Do some heart to heart. So you guys will be seeing this more often. But obviously we're not letting go of the banter. We're going to be bantering, don't worry. And if you've got any questions or dilemmas to send to us, make sure you send it at info@haventalks.co.uk. We are live we have a new episode every Tuesday at 11 a.m. BST or GMT, depending on the time of year. We love to see that we are having new followers, new viewers. Keep on following and subscribing. Follow. We love you. So thank you from Haven Talks, Chloe Alexandra,
Zizi,
Rivan.
And we see y'all next week.
We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
All these men. This is my best friend. You see now, she's got the child for you.
Do you get it? So I don't know.